Welcome back to DreamLeague Season 5. We're live from the DreamHack Monster Energy Studios, and we have the teams playing in the studio because it is the LAN finals that we are here for. And we are still joined by Coddle Guy, Shane, and Slax. Welcome back, gentlemen. We just saw game 1 of the winners bracket finals. It was Na'Vi versus OG, and OG ending up taking it. Didn't look great for them in the start. But somewhere along the line, things changed. What changed?
There was a fight middle where Na'Vi were like heavily overextending.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, Miracle with the Iron Shell gets like a triple kill. They kill one more, and then he went from like 5th in net worth to 1st in the space of like 20, 30 seconds.
Something about the OG lineup felt like that even if they were making mistakes and falling behind, they had a kind of lineup where they could just reset, put back the focus on just grinding out the farm on Spectre, pushing the towers elsewhere, adding the pressure elsewhere, and just waiting for Na'Vi to kind of make an opening like that fight and be able to pull that kind of a comeback. Where Na'Vi, if they struggled a bit or fell off, it seemed very difficult for them to kind of come back. I don't know if that's based on their lineup or maybe just OG are better at punishing, and when they, you know, slip up, taking advantage of that.
So you didn't feel like, just to get that out of the way, it was not a throw?
I don't feel like it was a throw.
Okay.
I don't think it was a throw.
With the Medusa's item choices as well, he went very, very defensive. Like he went
Lincoln's BKB.
He kind of needed it though against the Roar. Like, so if he BKBs early enough, he can, like, the Roar can't touch him. You know, so you can't get the mana burn with the creep. You can't force stuff like we saw in mid lane.
Whereas you can go more offensive and get like a Mask of Madness.
Yeah, Rapier was saying back like there that the only way they come back into the game is if they buy like straight up Rapier, you know.
Damage.
They needed damage.
What was the game for you like, Slacks?
Well, you know, we could talk about like how the Medusa needed to be more of a factor, and it was at that pivotal point where they were able to end the game before she got her essential items to bring them back into that late game strategy. I'm gonna just wrap it up easy and just say memes.
Yeah, nice.
Did you say memes?
What? Why me?
We've just
I don't know.
He's completely lost it.
We could go for the high level analysis, or I could just say memes.
You would actually say memes instead of the
There
word?
were 2 fights that particularly stood out. Shane already mentioned the dive mid. That's not the one that we're going to look to because that was just a dive mid. But what we are going to see is a fight that happened fairly shortly after that. So Roshan was just taken by OG, and they start to push down. And this is Na'Vi thinking they get the jump on OG. Pause, please. So this actually looks like a very messy fight. And the reason for that is that Na'Vi all come in from the side and they come towards the lane where OG is hanging out. And the question is, who is adapting fastest, right? And who can play this game better? This is I feel like this is an outplay type of fight that could happen here. So let's play this slowly. OG wins the fight, by the way. General already stunned for the moment. Gets back in.
Surprise from Moon over here on the side. Very nicely done.
Combo.
Yeah, actually, when this happened, we heard like OG just go crazy.
Yes, they were actually shouting and get them, and I mean these two already realize it's over, right? So they try to run. They still, both of them still die, I believe. So
the flies hustling in.
Or both of them, I mean, are
But that was kind of the dream for Didier around Medusa. Like, if he had other items and he gets the ulti off like he did, he should be able to sit in the middle and do a lot of damage. But he didn't actually do any.
No, this was a really, like, typically a fight where you know you're gonna be surprising your enemy. You should win that fight. You get the jump on someone. That's the play, right?
Yeah.
Something went wrong in the calculation. Obviously, there still was the one more combo that came out, and maybe the positioning was off. Was it a positioning issue?
It's also when they don't have any lockdown, like they can't actually stop them from running away or chasing someone, and they can't like pinpoint anyone for Medusa, even if to do any damage, because they just kind of walk away from the ulti. It's like what Witch Doctor Cask. It's better.
Okay, but there was another fight that happened fairly fast after that. And this fight, actually, I thought, well, Na'Vi has a chance of coming back, because right before this fight happens, Spectre gets picked off by a Witch Doctor +1, and it's actually like going into a fight without Spectre. He has buyback though, but he doesn't.
Look at the mana burn. Like,
yeah,
he instantly has no mana, and then all of a sudden
yeah,
the
useless
heroes,
and on the run.
Yep.
And you're not going to get away from a team that has chase like this.
Good
Cast still
cast,
comes
though.
out, yeah.
It was a
There's
fine
I believe
cast.
they still kill crit.
This is where, they had good positioning on that high ground.
The penance combination is so good. The build
Again,
from
Moon,
Suneko,
though.
by the way, in terms of going for the 1-3-3 build, I really like that. Hello,
Oh, sad
Moon.
death.
Just
by
with an
Darkseer.
ice shell just casually walking by.
Hello.
This is amazing though. Me and you
Still
both
gets the
giggled,
pen and stuff, yeah.
When Fly got blown up with his Fateless.
But OG, this is a fight where I feel like they shouldn't have won because they don't have the Spectre from the get-go, but they still trade even. And I mean, that's already bad for Na'Vi. Then you already can't, you know, get further. So we've saw Na'Vi do fairly well in the start of the game. They just couldn't hold on to the lead they had. And be that a question of heroes they had or maybe over execution, how are they going to fix that for the second game? Because we know that they can win lanes.
I think that when we were looking at it at the end there, and it was like, okay, they're either going to get something to try to contest Spectre for the late game or go more all in. Can't help but feel like, what if they had gone more all in and decided to just totally disrupt OG's momentum or rhythm and trying to build up this Spectre? If things could have gone differently, but obviously we won't know. But I would imagine they'll be taking this game too a bit differently.
Well, it's good to poke and prod, you know, see if you guys have the capacity to find a weakness in that OG lineup. See, maybe we're better late gamers. Not really on that one, but hey, it's worth a shot. I mean, they could be seeing these guys again very soon.
What I want to see from Na'Vi is a similar thing to what they did in Game 3 against VP. Like, get art style out. Like, he was on Chen there, but he kind of was more passive than he was in the third game. You know, be aggressive, pressure the lanes extremely hard on Enchantress or Chen.
Yeah.
And, like, make it work.
Well, look at this. This time, Na'Vi are also sick of seeing that Earth Spirit
Yeah.
for Crit. Crit finally gets to play something else.
And both Enchantress and Chen are still in the pool. And compared to the previous game, we also have Lone Druid in the pool, which was banned out by OG last time. So that is the only real difference, together with Enchantress, which is banned out. So Na'Vi, I think this is the first time. And they have first pick Dire. That means that they either chose first pick and OG chose Radiant, maybe to take Na'Vi out of their comfort zone,
Yep.
or they chose, or Na'Vi, well, they would have not chosen anything. Like Na'Vi chooses Radiant
It's
almost
hard
all
to
the
say
time.
because I also see some
OG
teams
always
favor
picks-
second pick.
OG always favor first pick, though.
Yeah, so this is an odd one out.
Yeah.
This is the first time today that we've seen Na'Vi play on the
Dire side.
Dire side at all.
Yeah,
This
I
is the
noticed
fifth
that in
game.
our series, when they have choice, they will pick Radiant
Yes.
first. But there are also teams out there that will even favor second pick because now it gets last pick, and some people put a lot more into getting that last pick to kind of counter.
I think
But,
last pick is really good. If you put as much emphasis on the mid lane as both of these teams do, actually, the last pick is really strong. And in this case, it will be strong for OG, as they will be the one having last pick.
Opening them at Night Stalker, though, I think it's a pretty...
Reserve time.
You can't really predict what's going to happen when they open with Night Stalker. You know, it could be support, could be offlane. And also, it's what Na'Vi like to do. Like, aggression, like 4 minutes into the game, it's go time. Let's put pressure on the lanes.
And if you can't choose between Enchantress and Chen, doesn't matter. Either one of the two will still be in the pool after this pick phase for OG. So they end up going for the Darkseer Doom combo.
Okay.
Navi.
Is
What do
that
you
a
make of that?
combo? What is that combo?
I think it's definitely a combo.
Okay.
You Ion Shell up the Doom. He can go in with his Infernal Blade and just put so much pressure on your carry early game with only like 2 levels. And you can get that nearly straight away with...
Oh, wow.
With
Oracle
the
is just
Healing
looking to, put Darkseer in a sad
Yeah.
place. And it was something you were mentioning a bit in the last draft. It's something that Suneko plays very, very well. So we'll have to see what OG are going to be doing to kind of help that out. I don't know if that requires him trying his best to avoid the laning setup, going maybe straight to the jungle. Who knows?
It's also good against Doom as well. It prevents damage and
Yep.
can delay.
And could benefit Na'Vi if, let's say, they decide to get Dendi up like a Death Prophet for the mid lane. Oracle
Yep.
does work very nice in tandem with the Death
Or
Prophet.
Slark. I want to see
We'll see.
Slark.
Slarky malarkey.
Yeah, I think that combo was very strong, and I just love the way like Na'Vi played with Slark. It's been a while. But
So if you're OG, how are you going to ban out Enchantress or Chen? Because if you're going to ban out one, you're going to ban out both. You should, I guess.
I think
Or maybe-
with this draft, you'd definitely ban out the Chen if you're going to, because Oracle Chen is just too much sustain. Early game nuke damage as well with Test of Fate and the Oracle. What's it called? The nuke, the like 300.
Which one?
The nuke.
The Q?
No, the E.
Oh, that'd be
Fortress, then.
purifying.
Purifying
Flames.
Flames?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
It's just
Got it.
so much burst damage.
Yeah. Isn't Oracle pretty good against Doom as well, just because he can be such a high-value target for the Doom? And I see a lot of teams do that. They just pick a lot of people that are good
Yeah.
for Doom to Doom, and then it's kind of confusing. You
Yeah.
got too many
targets.
too many
Not
pies
enough
in the
Dooms.
kitchen, eh? Too many cooks in the kitchen.
I've seen that. I've seen players say that
Pilots
as
in
well
the
as something
kitchen?
like to do.
What?
Did you say pilots in the kitchen?
I said pies in the kitchen.
Too many pilots in the kitchen.
I don't
many
think too many
I think
pies
it's
in
too
the kitchen
many
is not.
too many cooks.
That's
Yeah,
why I
it's too many
changed it to too many cooks.
With pies, it's a good thing.
Pies in the kitchen? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Doom has
pies in the
got
bakery.
too many pies to choose from. Which pie you gonna eat? That hesitation.
Okay, okay,
pie.
What
okay.
makes it hard
You
to play
made it
Doom.
work. You made
my
it
God.
work. I like it.
My metaphor, it worked.
Yeah.
You saved it, I
Not
guess.
like the sandwich one.
Hey, shut
Never
up.
forget.
The sandwich is a good metaphor.
The sandwich
Dota's
actually.
a sandwich because of the time.
It's a great
Time and
metaphor.
stuff.
It doesn't actually work.
Give me
though.
something better than the sandwich that represents a top, a bottom,
Okay.
and the middle is worthless.
No, the middle is the best.
How is the middle worth
Okay,
it?
I'm
so
saying that's the Dota games.
imagine
Oh Lord.
you know
Okay,
you
here we go.
you ate a hot dog today, right?
All
Because we
right.
had those.
Everybody ready for a sheener?
So-
here we go.
If you have a hot dog, part of the sausage sticks out of the bread. That's the early game. Then the mid part is the best because that's where you have all the sauces, all the toppings, the sausage and the bread, and in the end it's also just the sausage.
You would go for the hot dog route, wouldn't you, Sheever?
But by that time the sausage is cold, so it's less good than the first.
Sausage is always cold.
How is having a weenie a better metaphor than a sandwich? They're
Okay,
They're
Not good
literally
way.
the same thing.
God damn it,
It's not
Sheever.
good either. Okay.
It's horrible.
We have an Invoker band out and a
Hey.
Nature's Prophet band out. What do these bands say about the teams and what they still want to go for in their game plan?
10 seconds remaining.
Well,
if anything.
Okay.
Invoker's all about that burst damage, right? So they want to. Looks like they might be going for a more team fighty thing. Every time somebody bans out an Invoker, I'm thinking that they're going to maybe pick up a Void. They're going to pick up something that is going to get the guys together. Might have been wrong there. They're going to be favoring the Enchantress. So there's your answer to an earlier question. Cheddar Enchantress. There you go. Lion picked up as well. Interesting pick though, Lion. I don't know about this one. You guys like
Actually, I
Lion?
think one of the main reasons you don't want to play against Evoker as well, Darkseer puts so much pressure on your safe lane that you always have to have supports there. And Evoker is one of the easier heroes to gank. But if your Darkseer is pressuring so hard, it's too difficult.
Lion's great for his hefty burst too, especially against like a paramedic like Oracle, who's trying to save him with a false promise. Well, if you get fingered, he's got a lot of work to do to try to heal past that finger damage.
Good
So,
against Enchantress as well.
yeah,
And
they're
there's a
firing
Drow
through the
strat.
second round here. Spectre, and then an immediate Drow Ranger pickup. That's even good with the Oracle. Oracle has some of the best attack in the game.
Yeah.
His bat is ridiculous and it's
like
long
1.4
range.
or something.
It's so good. I mean, that's going to be some serious laning harassment.
So both Puck and Wind Ranger still in the pool, and Queen of Pain. In terms of ranged heroes that Dendi is going to play, his Invoker's already banned out. So
5
which
seconds
hero are you going to want to
Dave-
see on? It's not going to be Puck because that
Not
guy just
gonna
got
be
banned.
Puck.
I think Death Prophet, as you said earlier, is still...
Death Prophet would be really nice. You get the range benefit plus the Oracle together. It's
And
push to go along with
you
the
if you
Drow.
ulti, you still don't really care about Doom.
Navi's turn
Yeah.
to pick.
I think
Yeah.
It's a pretty solid pick. They could also go...
Veno ban. Look at that.
TA? Dendi TA is a staple from a while back. Good dire side and benefits
Into
from the
Iron
Drow,
Shell?
but
That's why we would have a
10
Veno ban,
seconds
maybe.
remaining.
Yeah, but I think Shane just called it. Why would you pick TA into an Ion Shell? I mean, it's such.
Yeah, it's the same story. I
Darkseer
guess.
can be such a great counter to TA. I don't know what that
they're
Venom
not laning
band's
against
about.
each other, though.
Reserve time.
The Venoban.
Yeah, I don't know.
Aren't we still looking for like a
The Veno's pretty good at high
A
ground
no-till
defense.
hero?
If they're
Or
going
miracle
Drow,
hero?
you want to take high ground at like 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you just have an army of wards, it's very, very difficult.
Okay, okay. What were you saying, Streamer? Sorry.
yeah, never mind. Shane already answered the question.
Okay. Well, last pick here coming out from Na'Vi.
They I think the DP's still one of their top picks here.
Especially
Let's-
Spectre is usually like high HP hero, and late game the Prophet does a lot against that,
Yeah.
or has a lot.
Wind Ranger at your
That's a winner.
Can't forget the Wind Ranger dual
Yeah, right,
archers.
GG. Wind Ranger to
I
me
think
as
I
a last
know-
pick
I know
is
who Slack's
always.
gonna go
I
for.
don't know what else to pick. Maybe this will work. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
Okay.
I do have to say I like
10
Dendi
seconds remaining.
more on a Wind Ranger than a Death Prophet, just based on
Yeah, he does
History?
play a mean Wind Ranger. I'll say
yeah.
that.
But
Oh,
Get brooded on game 2, nerds.
Oh my god. Where's your AoE at, guys?
That's rough. They are
got
all
power
single
shot.
target. They are all single target. There is very limited, if any, AoE
Did
at
you see
all
Soneko's face?
on Navi.
No.
That is heartbreaking. We haven't
Wasn't
seen a
great,
brood
was it?
picked at like
It's like-
Epicenter had no broods at
It
all.
just froze.
It's just like, oh my god. There's a
Yeah.
brood in Dota.
That was the
It was just
actual
like-
face. The face that
It's
he's
like
making
he
right
got
now is
one
like,
knocked
what?
out. I'm just like, are you kidding me? That's rough. And
It's
you didn't see
okay.
it coming because they already committed for that. Oh, and it's going to be a no-tail brood. They already
Yep,
committed the
yep.
Darkseer for Moon. Oh my goodness. I'm going with OG. Don't say anything else. That's
It's okay.
crazy.
They got
Hey,
power
Slack, you got
shot.
your wish. You finally got your broom out of the game.
Whoa! It's Mother's Day. Yeah, I can't wait for the Brood, dude. I love watching Brood, and we're about to see one of the best teams in the world playing Brood.
I think productions
OG.
have already been handed out.
Wow!
Okay, let's go.
Hey, come on,
Let's see.
come on.
Maybe Navi can do it.
Anybody.
Maybe they can do
Any
it.
votes
We
for
would
Navi?
love to be proven wrong. Let's see if Navi can prove